Good morning and welcome back to Backpacktrader Training Room for the crude oil inventory report session for Wednesday, April 26th. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should be attempted only with funds that you can afford to do without. All right. All right. Inventory report coming out in about 5 minutes. Good morning, Miles. Good morning, Pamela. Here was an interesting short trade set up right at the session low. I would push it up down 2 ticks. It creates a 10 tick minimum at target 3. So I would have just set one position with 2 contracts to trail. But note, the adjustment kept me out of that trade. It only pushed 1 tick into beyond the session low, and then went to would have been stop and reverse if you're in the trade. Went to a long at 75.76. That just went through target 1, and that was only 7 ticks. There's your you just hit money management in target 2, and we're still 4 minutes away from the report. So that worry, crude is really active this morning. Look at the number of bars on the 377 tick chart. I mean, that goes back here to this down move. And this down move on crude here, and the price moved pretty quickly. But look at all the bars, that many trades, 377 trades per bar. So crude very active this morning. And we will not follow that trade since it's gone way too far. This one has as well. Has the long on unleaded, so won't be getting in sync with any of those, obviously. Usually try not to get in sync with trades from before the report comes out. Less than 2 minutes, and now we're moving down again. So basic trend this morning has been down on crude, but it's gotten significantly more volatile in the last half hour. So looks to be possibly an interesting inventory report today. And we're report in another just under a minute. 50 seconds. "15 seconds to the report," assuming my clock is right. I should see reaction any time now. Another 5 seconds. And there's the reaction starting. And okay, there we go. Now we're continuing the reaction higher. Up to 76.09 it looks like. I'm only about 75.86, so 14.25 cents is about all. And back up to the waiting 2 minutes, pushing it up to 76.14, and now pushing up again. 16. That trade is prior to the report, so I'm definitely not wanting to get in sync with that. It's gone too far anyway. Short trade on the unleaded has gone too far. Flat on Spotlight Crude. Please do say hello in the chat. And there is a long trade. That's a get in sync possibility. Although right now it's looking like it. And we're in the session now, and that cancels, but we have a long that triggers in. Target 1 and target 2. Set our stop. And trying to go through the 200 EMA. And we are already above this swing high right back here and equal to that one, so it looks like we may almost getting out there for solid double bottom. We need one more push to get out of this. And if we can get that one more push, this trade has a good chance for an excellent result. And good morning, Kevin. All right. We can close this bar up. This bar closes up, we've got a real good chance on this trade. Still not sure it wants to pull away from the 200 EMA. Good morning, Steve. And back to the entry. Still lots of bars on the long there, and oh, just barely stopped it out. And that shifts it to short. Unleaded, a little bit too fast on that one. Possible short trade. $377 tick with 2 stops now. But our spotlight closing in on money management. That looks like a solid double bottom there. Getting back above the leg on that side. Stop comes to 27. And there's target 1. And I'll attach that target 2 stop, trailing stop, so I don't have to track it as closely. And good morning. Are you talking about the trade plan points? Okay, stop now on 76.33 on Spotlight. We did get target 1 at 76.44. Trade number 3 on the 377 tick is a short, and that's taking heat almost immediately. And we've got a long setup. That's a third stop out and a long setup on the long side. All right, unleaded getting a break even, coming very close now to target 2, 3 ticks away. 76.34 for the stop, trailing stop. Since this is the only position going, I'll let this one play out on the trailer. And there's target 2, so 1 and done. Nice size trade. 18 and 29, 47 ticks. Good morning. The take profit point. And target 1 on Spotlight, it's target 1 and target 2. In this case, 18 and 29 ticks on this trade. For unleaded, depending on what you're trading, it's target 1 or target 2. Now unleaded has a short at 548. It looks like we had plenty of time to get in that. And Crude testing its 200 EMA. Unleaded testing its 50. Target 1 achieved on unleaded. We actually didn't. Now, how good was that target 2? Hit it on the nose. $377 tick just not having success this morning. All right. Target 2 traders get another break even and now go long. On unleaded being difficult this morning. Actually, that is 2 money management, so that is a POQ on unleaded. And of course, positive for target 1 traders with the target 1 win for a POQ. But both target 1 and target 2 traders are POQ on that. 2 money management trades. $377 tick crude chart typically goes to target 2. But having real trouble getting there. We're actually in this long. Several back and forth trades. And third money management trade now on unleaded. And another stop and reverse on the 377 tick, and that triggers in. Messy 377 tick, but the range bars got it. Range bars on crude got it done. One and done for 47 ticks. Two positions to targets 1 and 2. And unleaded getting to a POQ, pretty much a break-even session on the crude inventory session, especially for target 2 traders. Target 1 traders got a small target 1 win on this trade. 28 ticks. Questions or comments? 377 tick at least gives you a better idea of what's going on. It's not going to be nearly as long a period as a 5-minute. 5-minute chart, in fact, look at what, 5 minutes in here. 5-minute charts, these moves are 1 bar. Now, 10:05 to 10:10, well, I mean 2 bars. 10:05 from here to 10:10 there, and 10:15 is here. So 3 bars from that setup to this filtered setup on a 5-minute chart. And you go from here 10:15 to 10:20 and ultimately 10:25. You got 2 bars on that down move on a 5-minute chart. Come back here on the 377. Go from 10:25. No, I'm sorry, from 10:15 to 10:25. There's 10:15 to 10:20. And 10:25. So you got today, that activity is getting you in some trouble once we got to our session at 10:30, because we had back and forth moves with lots of trade activity. So we got lots of bars, and we're getting lots of setups. That was just before the report. That was just a little too early for us to get in. There was our entry. Start of our session 1 second before that, and it just ran away from us. That would have been the trade to be in. Then you get in there, reverse, goes back, stops out, and reverses at the full stop, comes back up for a full stop out, triggers into a long. Money management is all the way up here at 51, because that was at 41. And we're getting small trades because we got lots of activity going on. And would have avoided that reversal actually. And actually would have gotten money management on that one and target 2. So that actually would have been a winner there, because we would not have reversed here. You got 41 is the bottom of the bar. So we set up at 39, and our stop and reverse with adjustment would be 37. So we never got there. So we actually end up getting a target 2 there. That one was okay. That one was a free trade, but we were already had 2 full stop outs. So just mitigating loss there. We basically, on the actual report, we go to the report time is 10:30. We wait 2 minutes and start looking for trades on our regular strategies. Typically, as you noticed, I was following the spotlight counter or crude trade entry at 76.26, getting target 1 at 76.44 and target 2 at 76.55. Gets us our power of quitting on one trade. We made our target objective of at least target 1 and positive. So we take our 47 ticks and step aside. Now, 5-minute chart. Now on this type of chart, you're looking for, okay, there's your exhaustion dots. Now, 5-minute chart, let me duplicate this and change it to a 5-minute, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's interesting. Time-based charts are not acting right on the bid. So I'm having the same problem. But tick charts are doing just fine. But yeah, thank you, Pamela. You have a good one. But a 5-minute chart on this, you haven't. This is not many bars. We go from 1032. We're only less than 50. We're only 3 bars into the session at that, and we're already out of spotlight. We're already done in 3208 to 3750. We're done in 6 minutes. So you just barely had 1 bar come up, and we're already done with the range bar, 8-tick range bar. So that's the major reason for not the 5-minute bar is just too slow for the kind of reaction we were expecting. This is exactly the same. The spotlight strategy is exactly the same thing I do in the regular room, and the same thing that I trade myself. Same chart, same 8-tick range bar, starting at 9 a.m. I trade mini sessions, typically 9, 10, and sometimes 11, depending on how the 9 and 10 went. But I don't trade the 10 a.m. session on on Wednesdays with the crude oil inventory report. But it's basically just it's another opportunity for a trade session where you have a known driver that usually will drive price one way or the other a little bit, and that's the major reason. Glad you were successful, Claude. Have a good one. And that's, Steve, that's the major reason I typically stay away from the time-based charts is Troy's strategies are based on price action. And so why not use a chart that actually shows you price action like a range bar? The 377 tick is better about it, but it's activity based. It's still somewhat disconnected from true price action, like the 5-minute, but not with that kind of lag in it. But like it's been the 377 tick crude chart has been slow in big trades lately, and now all of a sudden it's really active and the trades are small. So I don't know what's going on there. But really active, but the trades are small because you've got lots of trades going on. So you're getting a lot of bars for trade setups that are going to give you fairly small setups versus you got significant price moves on the range bar is going to give you a significant trade setup. So that's the primary argument for using range bars even over the 377 tick. These are price action based strategies, so why not use a price action based chart type? Now, 5-minute chart, as you saw, you're looking at, one 5-minute bar is what, 4 or 5 of these bars that are 7 or 8 ticks. So you're probably looking at a 35 tick bar, and then the movement comes to the session low and goes back up the other way. So yeah, here's your 5 minutes, and you're right back down here where it was up to here during that 5 minutes. It's one of those, okay, what, 5 minutes is way too long a time frame for what we're trying to do in the especially in the inventory report. All right, any other questions? Good session this morning. Tough for the 377 tick. So ultimately we got the target there at 53. That was worth, that was target 3, that's right. So for 12 ticks, well, what did we lose here? Our loss was 12 ticks times 2, 24. And this one was 14 ticks, so 28. So we're down 52. We got 12. We're still down 40. And I really wouldn't take more than about 3 or maybe 4 trades on the crude session. We didn't get involved in that one. And got our target there. So then this is our next trade, is the short. We have a stop and reverse at 46. Doesn't ever get there, so we're still in the short. Oh, okay, we didn't, in fact, that was a potential white trade. It never set up. So now we have the stop and reverse at 48. And there it goes. There it is. That was our entry. Oops. That was our entry. There's money management. Possible stop and reverse at 40, 39 actually. 43 gives us 41, but key levels to 39. There's your, and that's where it reverses. So we go 48. Yeah, because we were in this at 38, so we lose 20. And this one is at 39 from 48. There's another 22, or no, another 18. But it ultimately does get us a target 2, which is only another 12 or 11. So just back and chopped us up this morning. Tough morning on the 377. Unleaded got to POQ. Basic, good solid one and done on Spotlight Crude. And that's a wrap for the crude oil inventory report this morning. Any other questions? All right, I don't see anybody posting any questions. And the viewership is dwindling, so I'm going to call in the morning. See everybody tomorrow at 9:30.